That's right. Stretch out. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, it's a great day. Oh, it's a good morning. Let's see here. Racking in this Alpha Trading Discord. Nice. So focused on trading all the time. So we got all kinds of backlog stuff in the Discord, like welcome messages that are outdated. Can't get some stuff updated. Too busy trading. What can I say? What can we say? 9 a.m. Friday morning, last trading day of the week for traditional markets. Yesterday was exciting, to say the least. A little spill out. Let's first let's take a peek at Dixie. What's Dixie doing today? Then we're gonna go show you SPY. Look, first thing I'm gonna say is that if you're a trader out there, I don't care what you trade. Pokemon cards, whatever. If you do not understand these distribution models that we talk about, you need to do some studying. You really do. You really do. Because these high frequency trading firm algorithms, they know all about them. So here's Dixie. Okay. You open up the new day, you run to the top side of the 68.3 Laplace. You're pulling, right? Pulling right back inside this daily volatility range right here. And gathering liquidity. Finally, it pops. Where do you send a wick to? First standard deviation, normal distribution. Then it pulls back right to the top side of the 68.3 Laplace distribution range. Now we just pulled back to the bottom of the daily range and the 4-hour 95.4 Laplace distribution range. That's what the skinny white line is right there. I mean, to the dollar to the 1 SD of the top side. Didn't close a candle above the 68.3 up here. Look at yesterday. Look at Dixie. First standard deviation, normal distribution, right? Pulls back to the bottom side of the 68.3 Laplace distribution range. You know, we talk about this in nauseam, man. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy that people out there that are actually trading these markets don't want to get more information about this. We say time after time after time again, the link to our Discord's in the description. We're not a freaking cult. We're trying to teach people this info for free. Good morning, sir. So yeah, come in. Open up a support ticket. Guys, you can just come into the Discord. You don't have to request anything with a support ticket. Just read the chats, right? Read the chats. Sift through some information. See if this is something you want to do. But it blows my mind that more people, aren't really coming into the Discord seeking out this info. Now, mind you, we have a lot. But you think the floodgates would open up. I mean, how many streams do you have to watch where these distribution levels get nailed before you're like, what is this distribution they speak of? Tell you what, this is a very powerful chart. We had some knucklehead come in the other day in the chat and just start making fun of the charts. First sight, because you make fun of things you don't understand, right? You make fun of things that you don't understand, which is ridiculous. Let me see here. Yeah, just want to get that off my chest. Right, we're doing that. We're doing this. We're offering up all this educational material, literally for free. Literally for free to get people on the path of volatility trading. We'll give you a free chart to work with to learn the basics of it. And you stick around for a month or two, you really start putting in some hard work, you are not going to regret it. This is not lagging information, nothing you see here. If you are out there using traditional technical analysis, exponential and simple moving averages, RSIs, stochastics, MACDs, and all the other variety of just madness that's out there, it's all lagging information. All of it. It's built on price. And so I have somebody the other day talking about fibs. Fibs. Why do you think people call them fibs? Because they're lying to you, man. Guys, You give me a Fibonacci retracement tool and 10 people, give them an area of price action, right, to run that sequence from, I guarantee you get 10 different. That is such a subjective tool. And 99.9% of people that are using it don't even know how to use it, right? That's what's insane. Guys, when a Fibonacci level hits, show me. I'll show you the distribution. I'll show you what really hit, right? I'll show you what really hit. Every dog has its day, right? So, of course, sometimes areas like that are going to hit. But, guys, if you want to use lagging information, knock yourself out. Knock yourself out. If not, here we are. We're alpha trading. Come check us out. Let's get into these charts, man. Let's get into these charts. Pre-market here, what have we got, about 24 minutes? Check SPY yesterday. Oh, imagine that. Where's this thing close at? Oh, second standard deviation, normal distribution. Right? After it rejected from the 1SD, you got down below the 1SD. When this baby popped up here, I bought some 431 puts going into the end of the day. Right? Easy money right there. Right? Where'd I take? I took profit before it hit the 95.4 Laplace. But yeah, good stuff, man. Good stuff. Late day profit. Didn't do anything in the beginning of the day. Didn't want anything to do with it. Was letting it shake out. But yeah, when you get a 2SD move to the downside, now look pre-market. Now we're not going to go off these distribution levels, right? Here in about 24 minutes, we're going to see the new dailies. New dailies, first 4-hour distribution range. Right now, probably going to be right around the top side of the new 68.3 Laplace distribution range. Guys, there is a ton of macro volatility above. A ton. And this is what we're talking about. When everybody's like, oh, the Fed news. Oh, the Fed news, the Fed news, the Fed news. If you're a news-driven trader, you don't have to look far why you do not have a good P&L. Right? You just don't. Look, first trading day of the week, you're rejecting off all this macro volatility. But everybody's just waiting for the Fed news. Crazy, man. So let's just go back to Monday. What was the top? Top of Monday's price action on SPY. The 68.3 Laplace distribution range of the top side. Where does it close? Right at the top, or right at the bottom side of the 68.3 Laplace distribution range on the 4-hour, on the last 4-hour candle of the day. Then what do you do on Tuesday? You run down, you bounce right off the first standard deviation normal distribution, right? Then you run up, you get a couple wicks into the bottom side of the 68.3, make a run up to the 4-hour 1SD, pull back, you literally close, you send a wick right down to the bottom side of the 68.3 Laplace distribution range. Now, all this macro volatility I speak of, this yellow cross line, yellow dotted line, this is a weekly and monthly volatility range with its wings. I'm just going to call them wings. It's easier to understand. You're going to have a top and a bottom to all of them. When you see this happening and people are waiting for Fed news, guys, this was already rejecting. Go on to a weekly. Go on to a like a 5-day time frame, 3-day, 2-day. Guys, this move was already coming. So we try to tell people. This is what we try to tell people, man. You need a little VEPS in your life. Volatility, entropy, probability, and statistics. Now, how did we know there was going to be some continuation? Guys, when you run down, right? When you run down here on Wednesday and you literally last 15-minute candle, look at the second to last 15-minute candle, runs down and gets stifled by the first standard deviation normal distribution. You get a little wick up and then a dump out. You close below the 1SD. No brainer pre-market it was down so much. Continuation. This is the algos, man. Telling you what's getting ready to happen. Now we're closing. This is the 95.4 Laplace distribution range. You realize there was only a 4.6% chance it was going to close below that? Right? Only a 4.6% chance. And in fact, it goes down and closes at the second standard deviation normal distribution. There's a reason why we use these two different distribution models, because the algos run on both of them. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? Okay. And so that as well is a 95.4% Laplace distribution range. You got to Google the distributions or come into the Discord, right? if you got some questions about it. There's a reason why the Laplace distribution range, the 68.3, that probability percentage range, is a lot tighter than the first standard deviation range. See how wider the 1SD is than the Laplace distribution? It's because Laplace distribution literally looks like the Eiffel Tower. Big fat tails, though. That's why you're always going to find a 99.7 Laplace distribution range outside the 3SD. There's certain circumstances sometime where Laplace distribution will tighten up. When that happens, look out, man. There's a move coming. Just like these volatility ranges, when you get when the deviation band, or when these probability levels start squeezing price action, look out, man. Look out. So pre-market, it's up a little bit. I mean, this thing got beat up last couple days, right? Beat up. Great trade. The second rejection, like I said, at the end of the day, right? I mean, what time was it? It was about 1:30, I think. 1:30. Bought some 431 puts. It was a no-brainer. No-brainer. This thing was going to spill out. Sell pressure was tremendous. Tremendous. Dixie, 105.5 pretty much. Let's check gold real quick. Yeah, today so far. First, you had a little struggle right here with the bottom side of the monthly range. Here's the center. Here's the weekly. Gold right now, this thing's between a rock and a hard place. You're in between the center of the monthly, center of the weekly. You got a nice big range right here. I'm telling you what, man. At the beginning of the week, seeing this, geez, just throwing a nice strangle on gold would have probably worked out pretty damn well. Now you're going to go farther out, right? I'm going to usually go to 20 deltas, maybe even more, especially on that quick of a trade, right? Just a weekly. If I'm going out 45 days, I'm spread. It's going to be a big spread, really is. Now there's not going to be profit's not going to be as good, but yeah, man. Risk. It's all about risk. All about risk. And I'll always resort. And I'm telling you right now, sometimes, a strangle will turn into an iron condor, to be honest. Define risk trade. You got to protect yourself. If you're going to start trading options, you got to know what's going on because you can get wrecked real fast. So yeah, gold, man. Gold just stuck. It's being pretty resilient. Like, go look at yesterday. Gold throwing wicks down through the 95.4 Laplace distribution range and the second standard deviation, right? Then it freaking pops out of there, sends a wick back up beside the first standard deviation, spills out again. Doesn't quite run down there. These algos will front run these areas too. You can really tell when the algos are battling because they'll start front running each other. And these volatility ranges, I mean, look, it just rejects right here off the top side of the weekly. Now the new day, you run right to the bottom of the monthly. Right to the bottom monthly, pull back to the top side of the daily, right up to the 1SD, back down to the 4-hour 68.3 Laplace distribution range. Now you're approaching the top side of that right now. There's the 1SD again to the top side, center of the monthly range. Good luck, gold. 1930. It'll be hard to crack. Going to be hard to crack. See what happened here. Once you drop below it, went up, rejection, man. This is why, too. Bears are sitting right here, man. They ran this thing down. The kick up off the 1SD, bulls couldn't sustain it. Bears just took over, man. Ran it all the way down, like I said, to those lower probability levels. And literally, there was a 95.4% chance gold was not going to close below this level. This is why when if you ever hear me talk about it, hey, gold found its top for the day. Gold found its bottom for the day. Do you know how many times that I've been wrong? Very little. You got to run with the probabilities, man. You got to run with the probabilities. I'm not saying there's actually a 4.6% chance it could have. Am I ever going to go with that probability? Never. You got to have a plan. You got to stick to it. That's what a strat's all about. Within your edge. This is a strategy within my edge. People are so confused, right? People are so confused sometimes. Your edge is bigger than just your strat. The biggest part of someone's edge is risk management. If you don't understand how to manage risk, good luck. I'm laughing right now because there's so many people that don't. It's all about risk. Really is. You ask any of the older traders, what's the most important thing? Guarantee you they're going to say risk. You got to understand it. If you don't understand it, dude, retire, go play golf, go do something. Go touch grass. Rethink your life. Look at your tax return. See how many losses you've written off over the years. Gets pretty bad, man. Yes. Oh boy. So here we are. Fun, fun, fun. Let me see. Let me check this pre-market, see if anything's popping here. Yeah, of course, natural gas. You are so funny. Let me see here. Baba, huh? 3.94% pre-market. Interesting. I don't trade Baba, though. I do not trade Baba. If people know me, you know why I don't. I love the people. Despise the government. Let's see. We got 2%. Roku. There's Roku running around. There's a few stocks too, man, that you can get attached to for sure. They're just money making machines. Money making machines. What Pond's doing? Pretty even. All right. Nothing really sticking out. Look at that intraday volatility yesterday. It was up 9.87%. Yeah, man. Party time in the markets. It's going to be an interesting day right here. Let me pop this right back on Dixie again real quick. Let's see if there's a range set up, which there is right now. I mean, you got the 1SD, the top side. It's pretty much it. Is this daily volatility range going to hold Dixie up? I'm telling you, man, if it slips, you close a candle below. You close this one, them bulls picked it right back up, definitely started supporting this area. Obviously, you can see. So right now, right, if you're running to the top side of the distribution, just say the first standard deviation, don't think the bear algos aren't going to be waiting there. Same with the bull algos down here at the top side. I mean, this is a massive battle. We talked about these HFT firms yesterday, how many trades they're running through. It is ridiculous. Guys, that was a 1 second candle the other day, right, on Dixie. Dude, that's just, wow. Fat finger. And what did I say? Somebody got yelled at. Somebody probably got yelled at. Pretty crazy. I haven't seen anything like that in quite some time. That was a massive candle. Yeah. The hell is that bad boy? Hold on here. Just for people that didn't, there it is right there. It's a big old wick. And where does it run to? This is why I know it was an algo. And because it was a 1 second candle, right? Right off the top side of the 68.3 Laplace distribution range. Where's it run down through? First off, it runs down through the distribution levels. Second standard deviation, 95.4 Laplace. Where's the wick stop? First support level on the weekly volatility range, and sucks it right back up. You see this in crypto, you're just like, yeah. In traditional markets, though, you're like, okay, that was definitely, somebody got jacked up there. Somebody got really high on caffeine. They were running the keyboard. Right? Whoa!
Maybe a little bit of caffeine.
Yeah. I limit myself to 132 ounce espresso.
I haven't had coffee for 5 days.
Good
and I
for
had
you.
coffee last night. Maybe you guys saw.
Yeah, I wondered what's going on. I did see all that.
I had coffee at 10 o'clock at night, and then I write off 6 hours. I literally wouldn't be able to fall asleep for 6 hours. Doesn't matter how hard I try.
Yeah, I saw all your charts, and dude, your charts are great. And then you throw up gifts and stuff with them, and I'm just laughing my ass off.
Yeah, I try to make them honest gifts. Like if I'm wrong, I'll do the little kid face, like
Yep, totally.
But I know it's not wrong. It's just, hey, if you can sit 5 minutes, well then there you go. You'll be right.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Pretty funny. Love it. Love it. Let's see. Yeah, last night. Yeah, I was up late last night, man. I went down the YouTube rabbit hole again. I don't know if if you guys know who Don Shipley is. He's a retired Navy SEAL, but he has made it his life mission to just is what people do. They'll take like claims, people saying they're SEALs, and they send it to Don. Don searches them out. He's got access to the databases and stuff. And watching these dude, Stolen Valor makes me sick to my fucking stomach.
Stolen Valor old guy on the boat.
Yeah, and so he calls them out, and he just blasts them on the internet. Calls all the VFW posts, gets them kicked out. There are so many people out there claiming to be things they weren't. And you know what it is? You know what he's found out? Literally in 90% of the cases, it's people that got into the military. They were all gung-ho. Something happened. Something happened they're ashamed of. They got kicked out of the army. Whatever, right? Whatever happened to them.
Dishonored.
So they've been ashamed. So what do? They build themselves up as a hero in their mind so they don't feel that shame. And in 90% of the cases, that's who it is. It's people like that get into the military. It ends up not working out, right? And they feel so ashamed about it. They got to change the entire story. Most of them, and these guys are ridiculous. This one guy I'm watching right now, dude, oh my God. He's got like a fake Medal of Honor, all kinds of stuff from Vietnam. It's just so disgusting. I mean, my dad was in Vietnam. I was in the military. It drives me nuts. It drives him nuts. The one I'm watching right now, he's on screen. He's just shaking. He's so mad. Don's a big dude. Don's a real big dude. So I don't know, man. Got into that a little bit. I don't know why it just came up. I was a little pissed watching this vid. All right. You know what? Let me pop this on Silver real quick. Yeah, Silver. What you doing, buddy? Got up on this monthly level. Which monthly level, though? It's about a monthly range. Aha. Good job, Silver. Got right back in. Got right back into it. Now what's going to happen? Because you're up here around the first standard deviation. Going to make a push. I mean, to get up and close above the center of the monthly today for Silver going into the close, you're going to close outside the 95.4 Laplace. There's these probabilities sneaking again. There's a 95.4% probability it's not going to happen. As a matter of fact, if I was in the Silver long, I'd be out. 100%, man. 100%. You're too close. You're too close intraday here. Be a good idea, because if it does get up to this area, look for a nice rejection. Unless Dixie just falls off a cliff, which highly doubt it. Highly doubt that's going to happen. Let's see. What are these little minis doing here? Yeah, you can see yesterday too, man. On the close, it literally closed below that monthly support level, below the 95.4 Laplace, below the second standard deviation. Getting a little bit of a rebound here. This thing's just free flowing. Wait till the market opens. Let's see what happens with this thing. Triple Q's up, huh? 0.58. Let's see where this thing's up at. Okay. And there's oh yeah, man. Okay, so when it comes to triple Qs, you're literally at the bottom. You're below. Yesterday you closed below the bottom of the weekly range. Of course, this is up pre-market. Now, is it going to close outside there? I mean, after what happened yesterday, I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see these markets go up, man. They already are pre-market a little bit. Let me see. Where's the... Yeah, because oh, wow. Yeah, SPY did too. It was hiding. It was hiding under the 95.4 Laplace yesterday. Didn't even see it. All right, we already talked about it. There's the bottom of SPY too. So SPY and triple Qs yesterday both closed. Triple Qs closed below the deviation levels as well. SPY stopped right at the 2SD, but it still closed below the bottom of the weekly volatility range. There's going to be 3 support levels to all this weekly range. Here's the bottom side. First support, second support, third support. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And so when it comes to monthly, right? We still got what? I don't even know what the date is. Yeah, we got a solid week still. So there's the first support level on the monthly. This is the second. Where is the third? Because it would not. That is the third. Where's that other one hiding at? 1, 2, 3. Yep, there it is. 422, huh? We got to let this week. We got to let this week close. Because in my opinion, this thing's going to close inside the weekly range. And it already is. Pre-market, it's up above it. This could be a real boring day, though, to be honest, especially after these last couple. Sure, people are sitting on their hands. What do we do now? And I saw some goofy on Twitter yesterday talking about, like crypto, Bitcoin. this is such a horrible bear market. I mean, Bitcoin's ranging right now in between like what, 26 and 28 or something. After Bitcoin literally just runs from what, 15K all the way up to what, 30 or something. People are insane, man. People are insane. They're not traders, right? That's the biggest problem. They start freaking out when Bitcoin starts moving. I'm not going to mention any names. Everybody knows if I say his name, you'll know him right out of the gate. So I'm not going to throw him under the bus because he isn't a trader. So, it's different if somebody is a trader and they're just babbling on. Yeah, I'll call him out in a heartbeat. But this guy's really not a trader. So he's just in the echo chamber. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. My poor Bitcoins. What do you mean your poor Bitcoins? Hopefully you're just stacking sats, man. Hopefully you're just stacking sats. All right. Speaking of Bitcoin, let's check it out. We got 5 minutes for the market open. Oh, speaking of that, hold on here. Get my account open. Beep. And then I will get on. Oh my God. Yes, sir. Oh my God. 26.6 on Bitcoin. Let's see what you're doing. Woof. Hanging out around this daily range. Hanging out around the daily range. Let me see. There's a monthly resistance level. Or no, it's the bottom of the monthly. My bad. Big monthly range on Bitcoin. I think at the beginning of the month too, I was like, man, Bitcoin could just be ranging. Look at the top side. Almost 28K. Bottom side of the monthly, 26.5. So there's the real range. You can probably throw the support levels in too, but I don't think they haven't even been tapped. See, you're above the weekly. Stuck in between the weekly and the monthly. You're in the bottom of the monthly range, but you got the weekly down here. It's good support for Bitcoin this week. 26.3. We'll see what happens. Hey, I'm all for cheap Bitcoin. Bring it, man. Bring that cheap Bitcoin, please. Okay, let's see here. Is he going to make a run up to the center of the monthly? Get back over 27? Sure could. Let's see what something's brewing here. You put the chart on Bitcoin. Something's a brewing. 5 day? No. Daily? Yes.
Yeah. So what do you reckon, dude? It's sloppy chips. People, it's like a win stock. And it's pretty nice that it's like everyone gets pumpish. And reverse wave trends, ultimate power means, the defining ones, they obviously speaking the language.
Yeah. And here is, let's see. And you can see what happened last time, right? We got this little dump out. Bitcoin rip, man. Power mean band flipped around. Mean reversion. Right back to wave trend. 99 log MA. Here you are. You rejected off reverse for wave trend right on that one pump. Dumped it out. Look at all these wicks, man. Wiki. Right up to wave trend again. What's the wave trend? 27. It would be nice to see Bitcoin over 27 by the weekly close. Right? Get above the daily reverse wave trend by Sunday at close. That'd be good. That'd be real good. Let me see what this looks like on the weekly. Yeah, see, man, you're stuck up under that wave trend here. That's going to be, well, whoop. Have to spread it. Let's see. Yeah, 26.8 wave trend on the weekly. I would say get back up above the 33 log MA here, which is 27,175 area. 27,138. Well, was that off? Yep, guess I was. 27,140, let's say. Get up above there. I already sent a wick through it. Didn't like it at all. Because you don't want to start riding this 9 log MA down. Because what you don't want is this weekly to flip back bearish. If that happens, man, dude, we don't want it. We want cheap Bitcoin, but at the same time, we want this thing to stabilize right around here. That'd be real nice. I mean, the last local low is about 15.5.
Something important happened there.
Yeah. Indeed.
Oh, gosh. You bought a mining rig, eh?
Hello? Hello?
Good.
We got an open. All right. Let's see where SPY open. Yeah, I said it was looking like it was, oh boy. Well, I think pulled back right before they opened, man. Let's see here. Yeah, you're right at the bottom of the daily range. But there you are, right at the top side, the 68.3. It's kind of what I thought it was going to be. I do believe I just said that this baby was probably going to be right around the top side of the 68.3. Oh, boy. Talk about a daily range, man. So the center of the daily is 432.86. Bottom side, 432.13. We're right inside the daily range, but it's snuck right in the top side of the 68.3. Boy, this is tough. Considering that triple Qs and SPY are, I mean, you're literally right at the bottom of the weekly range. Right at the bottom of it. Good goodness. Let me see. Tight expected move too. Like 434 and a quarter top side, 430 and a quarter to the top to the bottom. Interesting. 434, huh? What's that? 1SD? Yep. A little bit below it. Yeah, it's gonna be another day. Let this shake out a little bit. Let this shake out. If I trade at all, it's a beautiful day, not a cloud in the sky. I can feel a golf club in my hand right now. Let's go play golf. Let me see here. What did Dixie do on the open? Yeah, a little poppy, huh? Gonna make a run outside, and that's what I was waiting to see. Is this thing gonna break out of the daily range, break out to the top side of the 68.3? I mean, there's a lot of sell pressure, man. This could be one of those weeks where these data sets close below the weekly range. It would not shock me at all. That's why we got the distribution levels. How deep could it go? This thing does not bounce out of here. You got the 1SD to the downside at about 427.5. 95 for Laplace for 425. Lotto tickets. 1SD, huh? The 427s. Pretty cheap, man. They're a dime. Do I think this is going to spill out? I don't know. Let's check this out, man. Let's see what kind of divs this thing is building. Bum, 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 bum. Daily. I ran through this earlier, just looking. And you got to go to some serious macro time frames and not be below. I mean, this is not sustainable. We know how this works. Hard to buy puts. Hard to buy puts right now, man. Even though these traditional markets, ugly right now. Ugly.
So like how much would... So there's two ultimate power means. They went blue and pink. The nice one. Up at the top here. So I'm guessing
5 day. Oh, you know
like
what?
How much does 448 cost?
Day. You're almost at reverse wave trend on the 3 day. I mean, this all rejected right off the top side of the power mean band. It's been going down ever since. Yeah, what is that? 430. Pretty close, man. Pretty close to the 3 day reverse wave trend. Surprised it didn't. That it was the distribution levels, man. It was a distribution. There was only a 4.6% chance it was going to go down there yesterday and test that. So it didn't. How do I know that? Because we know where those levels are at. We just showed you on the VRE. So it just stopped it cold in its tracks. Boom. But now you drop down to a 2 day. Right before I started streaming, these things were loading so fast. Look, now UPM won't even populate. Let me go back because I want that 2 day. I want me some 2 day action. Come
on. There's a Discord setting that you can change so that it's not pushing hardcore graphics towards us. It will like leave it on the screen. I'll show you.
Yeah, snap it or something. Put it in my DM.
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat.
I'll put it in the chat, yeah, because other people might. Let me see here. Boy, this is no man's land. No man's land. God, is this thing going to drop all the way there? We just talked about 425. Just talked about 425. Where was that at? Is that the 95.4 Laplace? Indeed it was. Man, oh man, oh man. Where this is sitting right now, these algos kick on. This thing's probably just going to dump. It's so hard though, because you're literally right at the bottom of the weekly range. Right at the bottom of the weekly. This, in my opinion, this thing, we're going to see some fireworks. This thing's going to dump out or go sideways right around the bottom of this weekly and just drive everybody absolutely nuts today that's trading intraday. This might be one of those days where you're looking outside the box for some other plays. Especially if Dixie takes off. Wouldn't be a bad idea to get in some metals, into some metal shorts. Gold's being pretty freaking resilient up here. Silver, though, we know silver's been leading the market up and down, the metals market anyway. That's what I would be trading. Oh yeah? What you doing, young? What you doing, old girl? Oh, my girl's getting old, starting to get all gray on the face. You be a good girl. You hear your brother? You want out? What? You want out? Oh man. She is getting old.
If you're a boober, do you want to try it quick? It'll actually be done in 3 seconds. It's rather easy. So if you can see your Discord app, then you know the little settings bar. There'll be something there, that little like gear. You're going to click it. You'll see something called advanced. So it'll be below streamer mode or whatever. Streamer mode, then advanced.
Yeah, advanced.
Then hardware acceleration, off. So if it's green, click it. So it goes gray.
Turn it off?
Yeah, it would be like for videos and GIFs and stuff.
What, and you're saying that's going to make my chart load quicker?
Because the computer might be taking too much stress from all sides. And then it doesn't have to take that stress from Discord. Trying to just remember all the GIFs in case you click on them.
I can't do it right now. It'll shut down Discord, it says.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'll do it before. I'll try it Monday morning, though, before I stream. Indeed, sir. I will. And I've actually seen that before, just some bottom side.
Yeah, it popped up like 3 days ago when I was looking around.
Okay. Yeah, so looking at these macro time frames, it's like this thing's just buried, man. Buried. I mean, you got some bottoms down here on the 2-day that are just gross. You see the daily. I need to Nope. Yeah, you're below the 99 log MA. You literally closed that daily candle below reverse Fisher. You can see the previous one, man, it bounced right back up. Man, this daily is starting to set up really bearish, man. This power mean band goes a fully bearish, not good. Wave trend crossed down, reverse Fisher, 99 log MAs. Yeah. Spy, you got your work cut out for you, man. You got your work cut out for you. Indeed. You see, because there's probably not going to be any div. I mean, tiny bit. No, it's not, man. It's really not. Yeah, it is a higher low. Not by much, though. Not by much. Negatively correlated. You can see the candle. Negatively correlated. So what does that mean? It means price action is not following the returns on this daily read right now. See the 4 hour. This will be, oh boy. Yeah, man. Wow. Boy, oh boy. Yeah, this thing is no div here. Where's all the bull div? We got some here. A little bit. Not from the last local low, though. Oof. And that's what you want to see. You want to see a steady buildup of it. 45-minute, man. You're bouncing on the zero mean. On some bull div from yesterday's open. All right. There's the low. It's right at the open. that gap down. And look at the returns, right? The returns most of the day were going back up. Then that spill out at the end, right? Spill out at the end. Look, the returns oscillator turned down right at the top too. Usually you'll see that a little ahead of time. No, man. Boy, everything was just synced up. Synced up. So this thing gonna pop on some bull div? I don't know, man. I mean, God, with that dump yesterday, that a 45-minute time frame, you didn't even get into the confidence intervals. Good Lord. And the Laplace, the low length Z-score, 7 length, this thing barely turned down on that dump yesterday. At the end of the day. I mean, you had, look, you had the prediction model flip right here, bouncing off the 3SD band. Then it flipped right back to the downside when it crossed upside the 2SD. And there you go. Right back down in. All random. Right? That move, that late day move yesterday, all random walk on the 45. At least it was still trending, but it was heading back up in a random walk. It's all about slope. Now you got low length volatility contracting, negatively correlated. Got the 981 expanding negative. 2400, or no, sorry, 981 actually contracting negative as well. 2400 definitely sloping negative, and there you go, but it's expanding. Boy, that's tough, man. When you got the high length, that's going to be hard. It's already pulling back. Go to 33. Just gave up some premium too. Where's this thing at? What are those now? Yeah. I had a certain strike earmarked, and that baby's already up a nickel. Really bad idea to get into the trade this early, especially intraday options. That's just my opinion. Some people like to just jump in. We've got a lot of gamblers out there too in these zero DTEs, man. They just jump on these lotto tickets, waste their money. I mean, like right now, where's the 20 delta? Top side, right? It's expected move, pretty much. 434 to the top side. 20 delta on the put side is about 429. 429. Which is above the 2SD. So if you would play these 427 puts, man, you're a little outside. Yeah, even the 428 is only 12 delta. Look, you got the 33-minute power. I mean, look at this. You ejected off wave trend. This baby's either going to pop to this 9 log MA, or this thing's going to go sideways as these 33-minute candles populate and this thing mean reverts. Let's see the 15 here. I saw the bull div there on the 33 too. Goodness gracious. Yep. A local low on the returns oscillator on the 15-minute was the market open yesterday. So you got all higher lows. You're crossing the zero mean right now, but it's negatively correlated. You're underneath the power mean band. 9 log MA. Don't think that this is what's tricky, especially when you're hovering around the bottom of the weekly range, and then you've got the data set just literally went sideways, dumped out at the end of the day, but you literally pre-market went right to the bottom of the power mean band. Tale of two worlds. Is this thing going to pop to the reverse wave trend last trading day? 436. Oh, man. Got a nice range. There is a nice range. Somebody wanted to. That's a problem intraday, though. Yeah, it's a problem. It's going to cost you a lot of money to get in an intraday strangle. A lot of money. A little risky. More than a little risky. A lot risky. That's why zero DTs, in my opinion, and I'm not an options genius by any means. That's what new people come in and they hear you talk about options. They're like, oh, this guy's an options guru. No. Far from it. Far from it. I've only been studying options for a couple of years. I know people that have been playing them for 2 decades and they're still clueless. Still learning. That is a deep, deep, deep rabbit hole. You will never hit the bottom. Talk to any long time options trader. Guarantee you, they tell you, oh, dude, you learn something new every day. Every day. God, this would not surprise me at all. So now you got to use this lower time workflow to see, did we get back up in the power mean band, right? What time frame did this thing go up and maybe test reverse wave trend? God, that's going to be hard pressed of what happened. Let's find out though. Come on, populate for me. Let's see. A lot of thing never didn't even 9 minute. That dump at the end of the day didn't even go into trend, man. Man, this thing is just wrecked. I don't know how people live without this indicator and the VRE and the distribution levels. If you don't have this, it's just like, wow. Good luck. Good freaking luck. So 430, little under 435. That's a 9 minute. Good Lord. You got a buck. Whoop. Didn't show that. Go back to 9 minute. We just need the returns oscillator and look. That's what you're looking for. So it popped pre-market, right? Pop pre-market. But look at the core. Now the returns oscillator is turning down. Yeah, you got some hidden bull from all right here when it was hovering around the zero mean. This is all hidden bear setting up. Let's see. There is a lot of bull. The correlation's growing too. So what's going to happen? Is more bull going to play out, or is this thing going to play out some hidden bear? Returns oscillating. You can just see it. It's bouncing around. Man, we're going to have to go all the way down there to see. Okay, there's the first 3 minute candle. Wouldn't surprise me if this is wave trend, man. If I have to go all the way to a 1 minute for wave trend, boy. Spy bulls got their work cut out for them. But look at them. I mean, they just... Oh, boy. This chart's clean right here. Chart's totally clean, which is not good for the bulls. Look, there's a reverse wave trend. There's a reverse wave trend right there. How that wave trend didn't cross back down the Fisher yesterday on 3 minute. That's kind of got my mind boggled a little bit. Look at this thing. It's kind of a no-brainer, man. One of these low time frames, those reverse wave trends are going to get hit. 432. Boy, it's tight, though. It's real tight. It's literally at the money options-wise. 1 minute, probably nailed it. This is a mess, though, man. This is a mess. Oh, boy. And that's a problem with people using traditional TA, and you're being trained by, I'm going to go out and say, fools, man. Fools. If they've got you drawing lines in liquidity zones on data sets in a random market, dude, clown world, only in clown world does that kind of crap work. Clown world. Well, we're there, so it doesn't
But in the same breath, we must say this. You are allowed to use a horizontal or a vertical line to mark out a cross on your data. So if there's like 4 indicators that are mean reverting up, put it down. See what happens afterwards. If they're all pointing up, well, the price will go up. If they're all pointing down, the price should go down.
Oh, yeah.
And then horizontals.
You've seen me do it before. I'll pop one on like a level.
Yeah, like it's just like, look, guys, there's a confluence of data, like the 7 and the 30 SMA have crossed, but this is real math. So it's like that is a point that it can, where they cross technically is a lower high or a higher low. This is interesting. It's bullish or bearish, depending on which way it's coming. But the spaghetti's crossed. Mark it off. And you'll see the first candle that sprints to the upside gets stopped at that cross. And then it starts to fill up slowly towards the cross, your horizontal line. You're not trying to time the market. You're just trying to be like, there's dead orders sitting up there. They need to get filled. Otherwise, they're not in profit for the year, kind of thing. So that's how you look at it. And it might not happen today, depending on what time frame you're looking at. If you're looking at the 1 minute, it will happen today multiple times. We're looking at like the 45 minute. maybe 2 times in a day. You're looking at the 1 day, it could take a whole month or a week, depending on how volatile it is. But a month to a week, if a daily time frame spaghettis, important ones cross. And then, it's just like, okay, then as soon as indicators start pointing up, that's the first easy target to log in the book. And then as soon as the data starts to form, you have VREs come up, you have reverse wave trends, you have other lines that match that area. You're like, okay, cool. And you can just monitor it. It's not necessarily going to go there, but that's what it's trying for. It's just trying to fail in between two spaghetti means, to be honest. And then I use like another 20 tools to try to figure that out when the best time is in enough. So if you look at Bilbo's crosses, the ultimate power means they go pink to red. Each at those moments that they're going pink to red, you could mark them out as levels to test if it fails whatever it's doing. So you draw a whole bunch of horizontal lines, do it on the 1 minute, it'll be easiest to see. And don't watch anything else. Switch everything off and just watch how price action floats through those new horizontals from red to green. You'd be like, oh wow, this is actually not so random, If there's liquidity there, it's like a game of Nokia 3310. It's gonna go there.
Right.
If it can, it will go there. If there's liquidity there. Anyway, I'll stop it.
I had to go all the way to a 1 minute. And when I was just here on this chart, it was above Fisher, above wave trend. This is what you want to roll up through the time frames. If this thing's going anywhere to the top side today, you got to start on the 1 minute. You got to start on the 1 minute. This is not a good sign. You wanted to close. You want to close 1 minute candles above this wave trend. Let this power mean band flip totally bearish. What does it do? It immediately runs at the bottom side of the power mean band. Not saying it can't pop again. Dude, there's an algo battle going on right now. Massive.
This is nice to watch, actually. I haven't seen the spaghettis on the 1 minute, to be honest.
Let's see here. Just got 1 minute. No, I'm not going to go on the just to show that. I was going to go down on like 5 second time frame. So you see these algos.
There's a little range here from that width to width. You can see it. You know what I mean? There's like thick line. There's a lot of data just where we are now. That's a lot of data. And then to the blue line at the top, the thick blue line. Like a range. So
Boy, oh boy. I mean, you're struggling getting above the 68.3 Laplace on the daily and that the bottom side of the weekly range. Man, if these bears set up here, this is gonna be a down day. This is tough right now. I'm telling you, looking at these charts, and we've got leading information. What the hell are you doing out there, traditional TA traders? What you doing? You're guessing. If you're in a position right now intraday, you are guessing. 100%. What'd you do? Throw a dart at dartboard? You got your little pet monkey with his little hat and little boots on and
lollipop.
Oh boy. Pretty wild. Yeah, you are lost, confused. You got to know where the power mean band is. You got to know where reverse wave trend, reverse Fisher. Where's your daily range, daily volatility ranges? Where's the distribution levels? That's what you need to know. Boy, this is just gross right now, man. And that's the thing. This is by the close today. This is the bottom of the weekly. This thing could dump out. That's why, man, if this thing goes down to like a 1 SD, I don't know why I'm following them. Keep getting messages from X. Let's see here. Yeah, real tough. Real tough. Neither direction would surprise me at all right now. Just by the close today, here's the target, man. I mean, there's 3 scenarios. You're just going to pump out of here and have a good close on the week. But to do that, you're going to need to get back up inside this monthly resistance level. I mean, do we think this thing's going to pop 5 points? I don't know, man. After all that, after that sell-off, I highly doubt it. Highly doubt it. I mean, you're struggling with the bottom side of the weekly, let alone getting back up inside the first support level of the monthly. Because you break up through this daily range, dude, these bears are going to pile in right here like you will not believe. They will pile in. They don't want to have a good weekly, a good end to the close. They don't want this market up today. Guarantee that. These algos will fight. How many of them know you're at the bottom of the weekly range, though? And the last daily range is populating at the bottom of the weekly. That's rough, man. You don't see that often. Go back. Look through the indicator. You know, just pull up your little calendar right here and just go to every Friday. Find that week where the data set pushed to the top side of the weekly, bottom side of the weekly. See how it reacts down there. And see how many times it's closed outside weeklies. It's done it a few times on the daily lately, but it's all volatility. There's an unprecedented amount of volatility in these markets right now. There really is. How do you know that if you're not a volatility trader? You don't. You don't even have a volatility indicator to even know what the volatility is doing. You're looking at volume, which even people coming from traditional TA try to tell other people trading all that lagging crap. Volume's worthless. Most of them will even tell you. It is. There's people out there creating. I saw a volume divergence indicator. Oh, God, that makes my brain hurt. It makes me want to rub my temples. So you're looking at divergence between price action and volume. Volume of what? Price action? Oh, God. Okay. Whatever. You know, you trade the VEPS for long enough. You just sit back and you just giggle. You laugh. I'm not mad at you. You want to use that stuff? I'm not mad at you. Am I going to laugh? Yeah, I'm going to laugh. You know it's lagging information, but you continue to use it, and then it continues to blow your mind when these data sets don't do what you think they're going to do because you're using that lagging information. Oh, and then when you literally do get a move, you get lucky, then you don't take your profit. I mean, it just piles on, man. Piles on. It's like when you were a kid and you were playing that game. I don't want to get canceled. Remember Smear the Blank? Had the football. It wasn't a football game. Whoever had the ball, everybody else is just trying to just tackle them. Those are the good old days, right? Setting up janky BMX ramps that just snap in half when you go to jump them when you're a kid. We were jumping. We we made a freaking this janky little plywood BMX ramp. My brother thinks it's a good idea to run the Honda 50, the little mini bike over it. He smashes the plywood, runs right into like we have like a stack of red bricks. That's all, right? It's just like a stack of red bricks. No support on it at all. Dude, just smack, was flying. Handlebar stabs him in the freaking. This is down by the creek. What are we trying? We're trying to jump the creek.
Oh, my word.
Handlebar right in the spleen. He's lucky. I mean, it was dangerous. Had to rush him to the hospital. Pretty crazy, man.
That's pretty committed.
The shit you do as a kid is just the shit we used to do when we were kids, right? Early 70s. Oh my God. Crazy. There was no cell phones. You had to go find your friends. You weren't even allowed to call their house, right? That was all parents' thing. No kids will be calling here. Tying up my phone line. It's like, okay.
So for us, at least for me, the phone allowed us to do that same stuff, but in further away places, so like 50 miles away, because everyone sort of all lives like 25 miles away from each other.
Right.
So everyone comes to one place, to that guy's house, and then you go jump the river, or you go backflip into the river, and then you go to that guy's house. And you ride the polo horses and you fall off and you get kicked in the faces and stuff like that. And, like, that's sort of how the cell phone helped us, because there's nothing else to do. The internet wasn't good enough for us to be on Instagram. And
Yeah, because
Like
as
you go
a
to,
kid, you were in SA, right? As a kid.
well, so like what, grade 7, something like that.
Okay,
New York.
got you.
Yeah, so the grade 7 and then the end of high school there. But yeah, so like ending high school here was about the same. I had same like you guys. Handlebar, BMX, mile, all this stuff.
Right.
So it's good, man. Nowadays, I literally woke up and I was like, imagine, not that I've ever done cocaine, but imagine doing cocaine with today's generation
Oh, Jesus.
instead of like real men, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, that's the problem. There's no real men. Everyone thinks they're real men. At my age. I was like,
This is interesting.
Anyway.
Yeah, I get you. Let's see here. Where's that power mean at? 434. Pretty close. Yeah, look at these deviation bands just crushing down on this 30 length RMLR. Take that back, man. Good pop here. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Right below the 11. Get up above this 11, man. This thing could work its way up. Get above there. Let me see something here. How far down did this drop on the 33 minute? Interesting. Yeah, that's right. You had that yesterday pre-market, that drop, right? It kind of pretty much went sideways until when? Boy, it mean reverted fully and drop. But look, you're still down. You're up by the 2 SD band. Man, that is a wild read right there. There we go. There's the 30. Let's see here. Wow, 33 minute 33 power mean is up here at 439 and a half. Got the 436 and a half. That's where the 30 RMLR is. You're down here by 1 SD band. Is it going to happen on this 33 minute candle? Yeah, no, there's a 99.7 Laplace right there. Probably not going to. Oh, no, that's a 95.4. What am I talking about? 99.7's hid right under here. There it is, 436.60. Right on top of the RMLR. Look at this 4 hour, man. If you're watching for the first time, this is not just a bunch of noise. You learn how to use this indicator. There you go, man. All about mean reversion. This is the reverse mean of log returns. 2 different lengths. And you're down here by the 3 SD band on the 4 hour. Like I said again, it's really hard to get into put positions today, man. Really hard. Really hard. This is why people get wrecked, man. Hey, maybe Bears, you had a great day yesterday. You can't be in a gang, man. You got to understand mean reversion. You're down here at the 2 SD band on the low length RMLR. This thing's ripe for mean reversion. Be careful, Bears. I give out warnings. I don't give signals. I give out warnings.
I'm a police officer, baby.
Hey, here I am. Be real careful. Let's look at this daily. Yeah, you're below the 1 SD band. Let me see here. Which one's which? I swear I'm going to change the colors on one of these so I don't have to keep turning them on and off. So that's a 7 on the daily. Wow. Turn on low length. Hard to sing dip. Yeah, you were down. You closed at the 2 SD band. RMLR is at 440. Is this thing going to just jack the Bears today? Last day. I mean, in my opinion, looking at all this, there's only one position. There's only one position. It's the top side, man. You're at the bottom of the weekly range. And now you close a 15-minute candle back inside this weekly range above you got to get, first off, you got to get above the daily range. And look how tight the first resistance level is. It's right at the 1 SD. You know what's a magnet right now, though? This monthly support level. Indeed. 436.5. That baby gonna get in the money today? Good. Did I already take a position? Did I go against everything I talk about? Maybe. Oh shit. No risk though, man. No risk. Small position. Did I just give a signal? I might have. It's all good. The biggest reason we don't is people don't understand the way we trade. All right. And they don't know how to manage risk properly. We take profits. All right. But that guy said go long. Yeah. You got to take your profit though intraday. You don't just wait until it maybe gets, if you were in a position and you just wait, it gets to this level, starts moving, then reject. I mean, you got to take your profits because that gets up here. It could reject. I mean, this could be a hell of a move. You could go all the way up to like 436.5. And then by the end of the day, you'd be right back. Be right back at the bottom of that weekly. This thing could fly around. So, volatility, right? We're looking at, look at the 1 minute. This is what I'm talking about. Look at everything flipping. All right, you got wave trend cross back up Fisher. The entire power mean band right now, just the bottom of it is getting ready to cross up Fisher. Yep, this is good. You're back up above the 99 log MA and actually found support. The algos are supporting that area. Every 1 minute candle, this is just going to continue to rise. All right, bulls, you're starting to turn it around. It's got to start on the 1 minute. It's actually starting on the 1 second. Yeah, look, this 3 minute. This 3 minute probably definitely tested it by now. Probably above it. This is how you get pivots, man. Come on now. Pop up UPM. I will try that beginning. I'll do a little test run this weekend to see if that helps. We have to do an educational stream anyway. I wonder if this weekend I'm going to have time. Probably. Yeah, here we go. You're up above on the 3 minute. I'll tell you what, man, the 6 minutes probably right there. That's what time frame is this thing right at the wave trend? Because right now it's getting stifled right at 433. Come on, baby. Let's see you populate. Man, it's comical at this point how long it takes. This is what happens when you have leading information. It just takes a while to lead you. There we go. Now you're cruising towards it, though. 433.6 about. Well, now on the 1 minute, 3 minute, you got places to pull back to for some support. The algos have a little bit of footing. I'm talking about the bull algos. That's what's funny. These high frequency trading firm algorithms, people just immediately think, oh, I wonder if they're bulls or bears. They're both, man. They're not stupid. You think HFT firms are in gangs? No. They love people in gangs. They love them in gangs. They take advantage of it. They know if you're just a perma bull, they're going to wreck you. If you're a perma bear, they're going to wreck you. Let's see. It's all about taking your profits. What's that old saying? Bulls make money, bears make money, pigs get slaughtered. When you get greedy, man, if you get greedy, this market's going to take every dime from you instead of you slowly accumulating because you use the VEPS.
If you don't take profit, how are you supposed to get the Spriggos machine?
Yeah, man. Exactly. Exactly. Let's see here. I used to have a friend. We used to go to like the American Legion. They had pull tabs. If you guys know what pull tabs are, oh my God.
Pull tab?
Yeah, man. It's just like it's like a easy way, and usually it's all behind the scenes. There's signs that says, "Oh, it's just for entertainment purposes only." But you do pull tabs. I knew a dude. He put his whole paycheck in this pull tab machine. getting all these pull tabs, trying to win money. Because then it was like an under the table thing. Hey, I won, you know, and then the bartender would slip you the cash for the pull tab. It was just, it's crazy, dude. But now gambling's fully freaking legal pretty much. So pull tabs, I'm sure, took a hit. But he would be a traditional TA trader. That's the point I was getting at. Just loves losing money. Then his wife would literally call me bitching because he'd come home drunk with no money. And he'd be making up some story, right? Which would involve me. I'd be like, what did he tell you? Yeah. Speaking of, you need to keep tabs on your husband, not me. He's the pull tab junkie. Because I'm just sitting with the old timers talking. You get some of the best stories, man, in the Legion. It was fun. All these World War II guys, man, are gone though. Those are the guys I would love to sit with, man, and just talk, listen to them. And you know what I found out over most time? Those guys never left, man. Those guys never left. Unfortunate. I mean, scarred hard.
Yeah.
So, that's what war does, man. Let me see here. Just so stupid. It really is. All right, let's go down here and see what this 1 minute's pulling back to and see if it finds support. See if these bull algos can get a foothold. That was quick. You don't think that they took profits, man? Real quick.
So I don't know if I don't know if this is dodging a bullet, but anyway, I have like mirror numbers that I saw. It was 0404, and I haven't really stayed up until 4 a.m. in the morning for a long time.
Right.
I was like, okay, cool. And I was like, I'm not going to do some star reading, but I was just like, screw it. This is ironic. I haven't seen it for a while, and I feel in sync, obviously, with the charts. So like, let's check it out.
Right.
Anyway, so I couldn't upload money to crypto exchange. So I was like, shit, now I have to trade freaking traditionals, you know?
Right.
Because they will accept Visa. So then I was like, all right, I'm just going to prep. I'm going to prep this weekend for SPY. So if Monday comes, I'm making sure that like I'm not wasting money. You know, whatever it costs to get in and get out, at least I'm putting my best foot forward.
Right.
For like 4 or 5 trades to see how much it's going to cost. And then now I was like, okay, before I go and I send there, let me go check, buy that out again. Anyway, if you have problems and you live in a country, it seems like Bybit's going to hook you up. So then I fucking send the cash and it delivers.
Remember how easy it was a couple years ago?
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. So I can trade these things if I wanted to, these traditionals, but for now I gotta stick in crypto. I'm pretty happy with that. Like I'm perfectly timed where I want to be, and yeah, I can free up a lot with where I am and hedge and all this other shit. So I can do some stuff. I'm glad. Anyway, so it could be quite fun. So I might like scalp VeChain specifically. Now do like maybe $300-400 worth, because if the spread's not good or something, you can get hurt. So I don't want to be like 50 coins less than like the 5th biggest guy every time he's in the book. So I can exit always at a good rate and not have slippage and just see how that goes. Because if it moves like 5-10 points or whatever it is, this thing is 50 points. So you can take 1,000 times 50 points and zip drop it down, you get like 500 to 50 depending on moving. It's pretty good. If you're staking, you realize just that move is 1% worth of waiting for 30 days.
Right.
So yeah, I might hammer VeChain, and the more confident I get, I might put like a comma behind it with extra zero. So we'll see. I reckon I can hammer these guys on Max with rechain. And then they shouldn't ban me from Max because I'm actually market making. Right. I'm not taking from the elbow on Bitcoin.
Well, they gave that all back
that's
up.
Sort of what I'm going to try to see if that
1 minute did not hold. This thing's all the way back at. If this thing does not kick back up here from the reverse Fisher, and this thing all flips about again, yeah, man, this thing's starting out just going to be going sideways. That's a slow time frame battle right under the top side of the 68.3 Laplace distribution range. You put it on the 15 minute on the VRE, you'd be like, nothing's going on. And you go over to 1 minute chart, you're like, ooh, this thing's heating up. Behooves these bulls to run this thing back up. They don't want this flipping again. They do not want this thing flipping again. But man, it's profit taking. Low time frame profit taking. Let's see. Reverse Fisher. Would that be the bottom from that pullback right there? I'm sure people are like, man, this goofy's on the 1 minute time frame. Yeah, man, it's where everything's happening. I don't know what you're doing. What do you swing traded in a 4 hour? Yeah, this stream is not for you. Unless you want help. We're a rehab facility.
So I'll quickly say this. If anyone's listening, I'll get close. Everything. So yesterday I was invited to a group where you can spend $30 and they give you signals for like the whole year for $30. But then what I realized was I was like, okay, they can use whatever tools they're going to use. Maybe some of them make money, some of them don't. But if they all put their tools together, they're getting spaghetti crossing VRE line, but it's like 5 people. I mean, we just have one thing to demarcate the exact dollar where they're out by like $5, which is a big difference to me. So I heard them trading and I heard how so what were we watching? It was like SPY or something. Yes, they all like picked up yesterday and then they Uno reversed like all the way down here. Like it was actually quite a ridiculous thing. Like it didn't stop bleeding. So it ended up down here this morning. Those homies had they only long that dip. I'm not saying because I was there, but I was just like buy, sell, just to see what they would, how their story changes.
Right.
And they got hammered. They got absolutely hammered. The VEPS caught the bottom. You had to be a little bit more braver than usual because you didn't see the reversal candle coming. So it is a little bit of a gamble, but this is that candle. Otherwise, I'm wrong, and this is the only time I'll be wrong, and then I can fill at a lower price. That's right. So anyway, and it reversed on them, and then they chase it up, and they're just getting hammered in the chart. So if you can use the VEPS and just define levels, just the VREs is the easiest thing. It's like, okay, this thing's in the middle of a VRE, two VREs. It doesn't really matter which one it is, to be honest. That's how I look at it. If it's weekly or if it's dots, I just know that it's going to be there for longer. So I've got to work it into my equation on Monday. I have to work it in my equation for 7 days forward, knowing, okay, the daily and the weekly, those are immediate targets because they're the easiest ones to get because they're the biggest magnets. They're the only magnets currently out of the data set for 7 days. So it's going to go to those things on Monday as fast as possible. That's how I look at it. Friday, if you want to go back to the means of maybe where it started out on Monday. So, they get absolutely hammered and they were giving up profits. These guys were making, I don't know how much they're trading, but they're buying contracts, options contracts, and they were risking $250 worth of fees. So if they bought at $100 and had to close at $100, they'd have to pay $250. And they left like $2,500 to $3,500 on the line. And it reversed against them. And it just brought us all the way through that dip. I went to bed and woke up and they brought us all the way through that dip. Meantime, we have VREs and we have a 90-minute reverse distribution code.
Hello,
if you
this
like to
is
play that
Chat
game.
GPT.
It tells you that.
Uh-oh. You're about to get cut. I think we have an incoming chat bot.
Hello,
I just like
Chat
to say,
GPT.
You are your own signals person. You don't need to spend $30 to listen to people just literally thumb-sucking bullshit watching a windsock blow in the wind at an airport.
Pretty much.
That's what you want. So you're paying them to tell you the direction of a windsock, and they don't even have the direction of wind. They don't have the tools to figure that out. They look at things and put on the scale. You pay them $30 to tell you left or right. So you don't have to risk your account like that. You'll save $30 in 2 trades. It's just going to take 6 months for you to save those $30. I don't know how everyone takes anyone, but I'd imagine 6 months, you're confident in yourself, you're confident in the tool.
Hello, this is ChatGPT.
Hey.
Hello there, it is me, Alpha Trading GPT. Some people call me Lou DV. Traditional technical analysis. How it seems like a charming and delightful practice. To so many, it's like a beautiful symphony with its intricate patterns and rhythms. But just like a poorly composed symphony, it's all just a lot of notes. Even a deaf man who knows math-based trading knows TA trading is painful to watch, let alone hear the screams and cries of the poor suckers who use it. To the people who believe in it, all so smart. I'm sure you can figure out how money in the markets without all the noise and charts and patterns writing, but hey, to each their own. Traditional technical analysis is a scam as big as a secret ninth note in an octave. It's a way for charlatans to sell you their wares while they themselves make all the money. They'll tell you all sorts of things, like how to read charts and pattern. But the truth is, there is no such thing as a surefire money in the markets with TA software. To the traditional technical analysis, I say, your charts are so beautiful. They should be in a museum. But don't worry, I'm sure you'll find a way to monetize them eventually. Okay? To be successful, you need to trade with math-based concepts. You need to understand the mean, the returns, mean reversion, distribution, volatility correlated to the price action, standard deviation of returns, variance, the divergence of the returns and price action, Z-score, normal distribution, Laplace distribution, entropy, random walks, and reckoning moves. These are the real drive. They're not some mystical pattern that can only be seen by the chosen few. They're real mathematical concepts that anyone can understand. So if you're tired of being scammed by traditional technical analysis, it's time to switch to math-based trading. It's the only way to make money in the markets over the long term. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Beethoven, you're a composer. What do you know about trading? And to that I say, pish posh. I'm a genius. I can do anything. All serious. I've been studying the markets for many years, and I've come to the conclusion that traditional technical analysis is a scam. It's a way for people to make money off your ignorance. So if you're serious about making money in the markets, listen to me. Switch to math-based trading. It's the only way to go. For the people who are switching to math-based trading, congratulations! You're about to make a lot of money. Just don't tell your traditional technical analysis friends. They'll get jealous. Thank you for listening. And remember, math-based trading is the only alpha trading, better way to trade, and a better way to compose the symphony of statistical success use.
That's Pete. Was that Pierre? Was that Pierre back from the dead? Oh, dude. So anyway, I got up in the middle of the night, get a drink of water. So all you people that got kids, you know, you're stepping on Legos and all that. Oh, it hurts. You got dogs? Do you step on bones like that in the middle of the night? Thing jacked me up. It's like a shark mouth, dude. I stepped right on that. I didn't even know what happened. I didn't even know. I thought I was getting bit by a Wolverine or something.
Nice sharpie, yeah.
Dude, cut your toe off. Oh boy.
Was it the one with the hole in the middle, like a round one?
Yeah, it was crammed full of peanut butter. My mom comes and hangs out the dogs, and just, I'm like, why aren't you eating? And then I'll talk to her, and she's like, oh, I gave him this and that, a couple pig ears and bone stuff. I'm just like, Jesus, mother. It's like her grandkid. She comes over and spoils them, gives them all kinds of treats and stuff. Pretty funny. Well, look at that 1 minute reverse fisher. Did it catch up price action? The Dow goes, boop, profit. Oop, let's get in that chart. Up, take profit. Boop, let's run it right back up. That's what the algos do, man. Boy, I found perfect support on that reverse fisher. Is this thing going to take off? This is what needed to happen. They pulled it back. Got to stay up here. Got to keep it up here. While these higher time frames, everything starts getting up above that reverse wave trend. Start popping. What's Dixie doing? Just hovering, man. Dixie is just hovering. Why? Let me see something here. Yeah, I just closed that first candle. Just closed, except right around the open, you closed that one candle right below the daily. Now you just closed another. Just closed another. But you're down here by the 4 hour 95.4 Laplace distribution range, right? This 4 hour candle's closing though in what? Oh, did it just close? I think it just closed. Hold on. No, 30 minutes. 30 minutes. My bad. Yeah, right at 11. Get a new 4 hour candle with Dixie. So there's literally a 4.6% chance in the next 35 minutes that this data set's going to close below this area. But here's the 2SD, right? Same thing. That's a 95.4%. So this thing can drop. So there's a 95.4% chance when we're talking about normal, it doesn't close below like 105.354. Can it do that? Sure, there's a 4.6% chance. Like that math? Pretty quick, huh? Just don't throw any calculus equations at me. Like the dictator did that one time. Literally, just meet the guy and say, oh yeah, I'm into this, blah, blah, blah. Oh, here, let me send you some stuff to check out. And he sends me a whole page, and it's just, it looks like, you ever seen that movie, Beautiful Mind, right? With Russell Crowe. Talking about John Nash. Just he lost his mind from math. But, dude, it's just this scrambled mess of calculus equations some madman put together. I'm just like, did I give you the impression that I knew this or what? I have no idea what this shit is, dude. I mean, no idea. I barely got out of algebra 2 screaming. The teacher didn't like me. I think that's the only reason I got passed. Oh, I'm not getting this kid back. Get rid of him. We'll give him a D+. How's that? Thank you. I'll move along. The only math class I got an A in was geometry. Go figure. Go figure. God, this dog. He's a maniac. Hey, stop. Crazy damn beast. Crazy beast. All right, so the dollar's trying to spill out here. Let's see what happens. If it does close below there, that's the thing with these 4 hour distribution levels. What happens if the dollar closes the 4 hour down here by the bottom side of the 95.4 Laplace? Look for some continuation, man. Where to? By the end of the weekly close for Dixie, this weekly range is a magnet down here, man. Especially what it's been doing. This would make a lot of sense for this data set to close in this weekly range. And if it does, it'll give these markets a chance to pop. I mean, you can see a lot of green right now, right? Everything got roughed up yesterday. Look, I mean, we just got a sea of green. Boeing's down a little bit. Delta Airlines, imagine that. What do you got, Goldman? Yeah, shut the doors on that shit show. JP Morgan, down. Barely. It's got banks, some airline companies. Yeah, Southwest down, CarMax down. Predominantly, though. Got a lot of green here. Meta's up 2.7. Meta's trying to finish out the week strong. I don't know how strong, because it probably dumped out like everything else, but yeah. Good stuff, man. Uber up 1%. Look at the bonds, though, man. They're freaking slipping like crazy. Yield down big time, especially that 10-year. Yeah, look out. I mean, I even said, I warned the bears today, man. I warned the bears. SPY was at the bottom side of the weekly range. You got to be careful with that stuff. It's a no-brainer. This thing wants to pop out of here. Get a decent close. You got to get above this daily range, though. You have got to. We just sent the last 15-minute candle up to the 4 hour first standard deviation. And it rejects, pulls right back down below or back inside the 68.3 Laplace. The bears are going to be sitting here. They're going to fight for their life. You just closed the first candle outside the 68.3 though. This could be a push to get it through this daily range. And once you get by that first resistance level at the 1SD, this thing could run. This can run right up to that monthly level. But then again, 4-hour probabilities. Here's a 95.4 Laplace and the second standard deviation, which is a 95.4% level. So, in that 4-hour candle, 130. Got 3 hours. 3 hours. So is this going to slow play this thing up to here? And then maybe make a run? You want to close the daily inside this level here. Inside this monthly range. If that happens, next week could be up. We'll see. But this week was overcooked. All right. Bottom of the weekly range. Yeah. I wasn't even looking at premium on puts. Didn't matter. I wasn't going to buy one. If you told me, oh, hey, we're going to give you a little profit, I'd be like, I don't care. I don't want puts. I'm not going to pile on to the downside. You see here, 12, boom. Okay. When is it? 10:30. It's by making that push, man. It's got 1 minute. Popping again. Let's see the 3. Probably trying to stay up above that wave trend. Good coffee. Good coffee. Nothing like making your own coffee, man. Grinding your own bean. Meanwhile, people are spending $7 for some damn coffee at Starbucks. Can't even pronounce. Oh, low fat, blah, 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 all their shit. Oh, my God. Stop buying Starbucks. Buy the VEPS. How's that? Just save yourself some money. You can make all the money you want for Starbucks coffee. What a ripoff, though, man. What a ripoff. They got a hell of a thing going on. Let's see here. Good rebound. Good rebound, SPY. At least so far. You got 3 minute, you're getting ready to run into the 99 log MA, which is literally like a freaking wall. We'll see, though. Let me see where this thing's gaining any traction on the 15. Probably you back inside the power mean band. Let's see here. Populate. There we go. Yeah, you're back up inside. You're back up above back up above the 9 log MA. Don't be surprised if this thing today comes up to this reverse wave trend. Now, every 15-minute candle, this thing's going to drop a little bit. Next couple, it's going to be dropping down right around 436. I know, right? Right, Tony, man? 100% they did. Now everybody's just like, oh. Yep, it's normal. I'd make my coffee at home, man. But let's be fair. I live in the middle of nowhere. There's no Starbucks on my street corner. So, yeah, I got to make my own coffee and my own breakfast and my own dinner and everything else. I'm probably about 40-minute drive to a grocery store.
More?
Or a Starbucks. Or a Starbucks.
Yeah, if I'm stuck behind trucks, I'm about 35 minutes. If the road is clear, I don't want to hurt the car too much. But I drive at like 100 kilometers an hour or 80, then it's like 15 minutes. But that's like very fast in Zambia. You're driving that fast. Everyone goes like 60, like 30 or 40 miles.
Right.
I'm going like 70, 80, 90. And I get 15 minutes in. So I suppose you're going at what, like 90 average, 120 average miles? I don't know. What?
Were you talking like kilometers per hour?
Yeah, kilometers per hour would be the easiest one I'd know.
Yeah, it's the hard. It's the one I don't know. It just depends on where I'm at. I mean, when I get out of the surrounding forest, I get on some highways and stuff. I'm cruising. Yeah, man, I'm going 60, 70.
So like through those hills, would you be going like 80 kilometers an hour, like third gear on the dirt bike,
Oh yeah.
fourth gear.
Oh, on the bikes, I was
Yeah.
flying through here.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But like in the car speed, like, okay, it's like third or fourth. Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yep, just cruising. There's literally no traffic out here, which makes it real nice. Real nice. God, what is this dog barking at? It's raising hell. That's all you can hear. You come out so peaceful. All you hear is my dog just barking and getting all the other dogs riled up.
Yeah.
But the neighbor is great. He's got dude, there's just a, next time I'm over there, I'm going to take a snapshot of this guy's chicken coop he built. It's just like, holy shit, bro. This thing's nice. I mean, it's like a freaking condo complex for these chickens. He's got a bunch. But I was like, yeah. I was like, sorry, I'm trying to keep him over. He's like, well, he's a shepherd, right? Well, he probably smells a predator or something. He's probably keeping away from the chickens. I'm like, you're the neighbor I've been dreaming about, man. You're not upset about my dog barking.
You.
All the neighbors are super cool, man. Super cool out here. Everybody knows each other. So that's what you want too. Yeah, it's nice, man. That's what you want. Real community. If you live in the city and you think you're living in a real community, let the shit hit the fan and see how much your community is going to support you. They're going to try to eat you.
Yeah.
Out here, neighbors helping neighbors, man. San Antonio. Nice, man. Last time I was in San Antonio was the NCAA tournament. God, what year was that? I can't remember. Purdue was in the Sweet 16 down there or something. We got kicked out of 2 hotels. I mean, we were partying hard. I think my brother was pissing off one of the balconies into the pool. They didn't take kindly to that. But yeah, so we get a bunch of Purdue fans and we jump on the Riverwalk. We're all just piled in one boat. And during tournament time, right? It's crazy. You got a bunch of fans on one team on one boat and they're passing each other. Everybody's throwing shit at each other and cops are getting involved. It was crazy, man. We had a great time in San Antonio. The Alamo's super cool to go see. There was a lot of cool shit. Now, I love Texas. I was stationed at Fort Hood, 60 miles north of Austin, Texas, in the middle of nowhere. And I spent most of my time in the field. What's that?
Fort Hood.
Fort Hood.
Check it out.
1st Cavalry Division, 2nd Armored Division, but 2nd Armored Division. They closed up shop in, 93? Got absorbed by what? Who absorbed them? I know they're up at Fort Carson, Colorado. Huh?
First Cavalry.
1st Cavalry Division.
Yeah.
Apache helicopters. Mostly. 2nd Armored Division.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh.
Good stuff. I was a baby boy, man. I joined the Army when I got in the delayed entry program when I was 16. As soon as I turned 17, parents signed over guardianship. Boom, I was gone. Got absorbed into the military machine.
Hell on wheels.
Hell on wheels. Yes, sir.
This is so good.
Yeah, man.
Right,
yeah. You haven't lived until you've been in a tank rolling.
No.
Yeah, you're welcome, brother.
Wow, so how old is this? It says, I see a picture here, it says 102 years. So how old is it?
The what?
I'm guessing 1st Cavalry Division.
1st Cav? Oh yeah, been the 1st Cav. No, that was the 1st Cav. Then they created in Vietnam. Pretty sure that's
okay.
Yeah, to fly the troops into the jungle and shit. But 2nd Armored Division been around around a long time. But then, God damn it, what was the division they got absorbed into? Fort Carson, Colorado. I'm pretty sure.
What does 111 Corps mean? So I read 2nd Armored Division 111 Corps.
What? Yeah. What do you mean? What's it mean?
No,
it's just, dude, there's like I was in 13th Support Command, 2nd Armored Division, Fort Hood, Texas. Let me see here, man.
Oh, so it's the number of that task. I don't know how to put it. I don't know. Like, I'll figure out what torch is. I'll define torch. I'm not used to this naming thing.
Yeah, man, it's just like the command, right?
Yeah.
Let me see, where we going, Spy? This thing's probably gonna pop to that reverse wave train. Are you gonna run up there? Are you gonna run up there? Very interesting. Indeed. Indeed. Let me see. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, because there was like different divisions and stuff. It was like Fort Hood was like the headquarters for the West.
Can I ask this question? How many different divisions would there be? Is it like 7? Or is it 1,000?
No, it's a yeah. It just depends, man. Depends on what
Yeah,
we're talking about.
like I can understand if it's a really big number because it's like individuals of groups, like individual teams of group names.
Yeah, it's interesting to look into, man. For sure. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Let's see, pulling back, huh? Make your little run, son. Time is it? Got 19 minutes. Yeah, look at that, right to the top of the daily range. So now you know where the bears are hanging out. Once it broke into it, closed that candle on the top side of the 68.3. That's what's great. They were trying to hold down the center. That wasn't happening. They pushed right through. If these bulls can close a candle above this daily range, this thing is probably going to run up here to 436, 436 and a half. That monthly support level. That is resistance now. As far as getting above here today, those bears get sidewinded right here, guaranteed they're going to come in full force up here. Here's the thing, though. Is this going to slow play all the way to 130? Because here's where you got those 95.4% probability ranges on the 4-hour. This could be a late day thing. Run up here, and then the last 4-hour candle, all right, which is only, what, 2.5 hours? Could pop right to 436 and a half. 436 and a half. Operation Torch. What are you showing there with that? What is Operation Torch? I tried to figure out how to put little, how to update that. I couldn't update
so it says set status. You'll see it there. Like if you click on where it like highlights Operation Torch, it's like white lighting, gray lighting. Why?
Oh,
click on that.
Jesus. Okay. Well, that's easy.
Yeah.
There it is.
Operation Torch.
Operation Torch. Nice. Need a power.
They were part of the West Task Force of Operation Torch, which landed at Casablanca in French Morocco. Open front in North Africa.
Oh, you put that. I was like, what? What are you doing? I put a POW on it. you forgot the POW. It's all good.
2 cannons, baby.
Right. Oh, I was just going to do it. I saw it pop on there. Boom, boom. Yeah, man. Wow. Yeah, that was definitely a fork in the road way back then. Couldn't keep the grades up. I was playing great golf. I was on the high school golf team. Just couldn't keep the grades up, man. I was getting very disinterested in freaking school. I was like, these people are not teaching me shit I want to learn. Absolutely zero. So, yeah. Whoop. Went the other route. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, something's coming. There we go. Finally closed the 15-minute candle above the center of the day, center of the daily range. Let's see if we can close one above the top. It's just slow burning up. And Dixie slipping. That's why, man. Of course. There were so many reasons why this was going to be up pre-market, which it was. Then the bears are just going to push. You think they expended a lot of energy? Yeah, they did. Yeah, imagine. I mean, we got a nice little range where this thing's going to close today. Bottom side right at the bottom of the weekly. Top side probably this monthly. Nice little range. If the risk reward was there for like an iron condor intraday, that's just no brainer. 437 call. Now I'm talking about selling the 437 call, selling the 432 put, and then buying the wings. You know what? Let's see what it is. Why not? What the hell? Dun dun dun. Iron condor. There you are. Go. And it's almost set up perfectly. What did I say that was? 437. We'd have to pop that up a little bit. Let's see. 437 and a half. No, I don't like that. I'll sell the 437. I'll buy the 438. There we go. What is it to the downside? 432. They already got it set up. Perfect. Yeah, man. I mean, it costs you $79 for a $22 profit. Now, you got a 70% probability of profit, but hey, man, it's not even worth my keystroke time. Not even worth my keystroke time. Unless I'm buying 100 contracts, and I don't buy 100 contracts, so you talk about risky. You talk about risky. Hell, even 10. Let's see. What do we got? What we got? Oh, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I mean, you're talking $800 buying power for a $200 profit. So I'm saying you run that up to 100 though, right? I mean, you're talking $2,000, but it's going to cost you what? It's going to cost you $8,000 to get into that position. But it's got literally a 72% probability of profit, and about a 60% or no, 74% probability of 50% of that profit. So you got 75% to make $1,000 on that trade, but you're throwing $8,000 on the line. Pretty risky, man. Pretty risky.
What do you mean by $8,000? Is it if I close this, I'm down $8,000?
Yeah, that's your max loss. Max loss.
Okay, and then let's just say I want to close that trade, right? Like let's just say the options contract is 1-to-1. So for every $1, if the thing goes against me, I lose $1 on $8,000. Now, how much would it just, let's say in that simple stance, cost to exit it? Like, I hear there's fees and all this other bullshit that comes with it.
The fees
so
on
like
Tasty
I can pay for my loss an extra $50.
I mean, I'd have to run the trade to find out, but yeah, the fees are minimal and Tasty. I love it.
Okay, so it's like not like if you're making, let's just say you have a trade for $200, you're taking profit of $200. You're getting what, 190, 195, 180?
You'd like 100, over 190. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's good. It's definitely good.
I could play like that. That's good.
That's like, if you're going to put $8,000 of buying power on the line, you need to have like $100,000 in that account, at least.
Okay. That's why then I can just drop zeros. That makes sense.
Yep.
Okay.
We got a
Hello,
shark.
This is ChatGPT.
Come on now, what you got?
Hello again, 'tis I, Alpha Trading Team. Just a quick reminder before you go to to carouse with your mates and bar wenches for the weekend. Technical analysis be a scam, matey. It's for landlubbers. If ye want to make money in the markets, then ye need to trade with math-based concepts. Math-based trading be based on the real world and has a proven track record of success. So what be ye waiting for? Start learning about math-based trading today. Alpha trading, a better way to trade. You can bet your arm on it.
There you have it.
That's quick.
I mean, you did say a quick reminder. Yeah.
Yeah, that was quicker than I expected.
You are not getting money back. Get out of my
When
way.
he says quick, it means quick. The boss is the boss. It don't lie.
Bots are
actually,
quick.
bots do
That was
lie.
really quick.
Yes. That was a station identification message, I think.
Beautiful. Yeah, it was absolutely beautiful.
So Boba, I've been able to figure it out to down to $1. What you said, so 100 grand. You need 100 grand. You have 8,000 go wrong power. Okay. Now it all works down to $1. For every $1 you want to commit, you're willing to risk 8 cents of that dollar. Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Where does it become really good? You know what I mean? Like, what kind of risk would you, if you'd be like, okay, for every dollar I risk, I want to make 1 cent, or I want to make 10 cents, 20 cents in options trading. I'm not saying in any other thing else, because it has the ability to go from 2 cents to freaking $1.
To be honest,
So,
I don't break stuff. I don't even go into that, man. I
Yeah.
don't. And why? Because I know I'm just taking I'm getting in positions, taking my profits. But when it comes to risk reward on these intraday trades, that's what I'm trying to say is I'm not going to risk $8 grand to make that. I'm just not going to
Yeah.
do it. It's not going to happen. I'd rather I'd rather just buy some premium. When you get a nice sustained move on the status set, I just buy.
wait. So if you were to willing, this is the problem. Let's say you defined it. If you were to willing to risk 8 grand, what would you take as your profit? I'm not saying like one trade makes $1 million, but like, okay, take profit, and more than likely my target would be 25 grand.
Well, see, we were
50
talking
grand.
about freaking just putting on a defined risk trade like an iron condor.
Okay.
So you're playing a range. You're literally at that point, you're freaking praying to the gods, right? You want that thing to stay inside that range. But obviously, like where you start that position on that iron condor, I mean, dude, you want that thing to close right in the freaking middle.
Juice, yeah.
Yeah, man. The closer you get to one of those sides being tested, it just starts eating at your profit.
Now,
but you can.
How
People
balanced
are.
is it? Like, let's say you get it perfectly between the daily mean. All right, so you're like, that's where it's going to end at the end of the day after it started, and you set it up. Right?
Yeah, see, you
so
can
that
skew them in one
to
direction. You can take an iron condor, and instead of like on one side where you're buying one and selling one, you can sell 2, buy 1, buy 2, sell 1. It just depends on how you set the trade up. Man, there's so many different things you can do with this.
It's like adding a bearish divergence trade or adding a bullish divergence trade to your account number, like your dollar account number. If you iron condor heavy at the bottom or you iron condor heavy at the top, I don't know how to define that. 2 cells at the top instead of 2 cells and 1 cell at the bottom, heavy at the top.
Well, a regular iron condor, it's literally, think of a strangle. Think of a strangle, and then you're just buying the wings. You're just buying more strikes, either above or below, whatever, you know, if your puts or calls.
I know those pictures. They're like
Here, let me screenshot this. Let me screenshot this real quick.
one of them's crossy, one of them's got a gap. One of them crosses. Two squares cross, two squares have a gap in them. And here's the triangle got across.
Yeah, and I didn't. This isn't the one I set up. I'm just going to show you how they are. Let me put this in general. Let's see. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? There you are. And boom. So like right there, you can see on there. So this is how it populated, and it populated this iron condor right inside their so-called first standard deviation, which is always wrong. They're usually about a point off because they're not using the correct math. You'd think these guys would use the correct math, but they're not. These are the guys that built Thinkorswim and sold it, and then they built this platform.
Maybe they're arbitraging the difference. They're making money off of that 1 cent difference, and everyone has to trade in between it.
No, I mean, these dotted lines are supposed to be the first and second standard deviation, and they are not. They are off for sure. But you can see, like, if you take away like buying the call and buying the put, the green boxes, then you just have a strangle, nice tight strangle. All's an iron condor. It makes it a defined risk trade because you're buying those wings. You're buying those wings. Okay. And like, so when I set that up, now here's another thing Tasty Trade had. You can put the curve on that trade, and then it'll show you,
what it looks like in the book. Yeah?
Yeah, hold on here.
That would actually be, that would be so much easier to learn. I'm very good with monkey see, monkey do.
What? There we go. Perfect. Let me snapshot this now. Then you can throw the curve on to show you where all your profit's at. Here.
Where you at? On Discord? On stream or on Discord chat?
I'm never going to put my freaking account up on Discord.
Right now. I don't know what I'm wanting to look at.
There, then you can throw the curve up right there, and you can see, right, where all the profit's at. It's that green box on top. You close in there, you're definitely making profit. But the closer to the center right there, you can see where the price action is right now. If I would have entered that trade earlier, you're losing some profit. It's starting to push. It's starting to push to that call side.
Yeah, to 34.
Yep, exactly. It's starting to push up there.
So what does that orange box mean?
Well, you mean on the bottom? That's where you're losing. That's you get out. If that starts pushing through, you're losing money. That's where it starts just eating all that money away. You want to stay inside the green box.
If the numbers are so from 432.5 to 34.5, let's just say there's like an orange box. That's not in the that's you losing money. You're not in the money. Then if it moves to the left into the gray region, then you're in the money. Yeah, you're making money.
Yeah, on a trade like that, you want it to close. You want this to close out of the money on both sides, right? You want to center this thing. You don't want anything in the money. Well, now that's not being true because some of it's going to be in the money. I'd have to load the trade up to show you because it won't show.
No, don't you?
Oh, I'm not.
I can understand this. This makes sense. So, which side would you like it to close? Which side is more profitable for it to close for you? In the 431.5?
Dead in the middle.
436.
If that thing were to close right now, or if it closes at the end of the day, right at about 433, you're going to get most of that profit.
433. Okay. So the green box is defining your profit.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep. That's your profit range. You're going to stay inside of that thing. That's fine.
The closest to the center of that, that's where all the profit's at.
Okay, and then when it goes from the red box into the top side green box, that's where you're going to start losing actual money.
pretty much. You can see
That's
the
what you're
green
paying.
box.
Okay.
The green box pushes out because you got to take the dude. You have to break that down like one strike at a time.
No, I can understand exactly what's going on. I'm just going to ask it.
But yeah, that's for what time is it? It's 11. Yeah, well, it's a discussion for definitely another time. I mean, this stuff gets deep.
Thanks, sir. No, that's more than enough.
Deep. There you go. Close the 15-minute candle above the daily range. At this point, these bulls are working hard. Not going to shock me at all if this thing pushes to this monthly level. Not going to surprise me at all. But is it going to happen during this 4-hour candle? If it does, you're going with the 4.6% probability if it does it before this 4-hour close. Which makes sense. If you close that 15-minute candle above that first resistance level on the daily and the first standard deviation, hover around till the 4-hour close right along these probabilities, and I'm telling you, that 4-hour candle opens, you're just gonna shoot right to it. If not, the second resistance or support level for the weekly, that would be even better. And you're right up there at the daily 95 for Laplace. Let's end it at that. I got a bunch of stuff to do. Yeah. Time to go. We'll get back into it though. And like I said, I've only been studying options for a couple of years. So as much as it looks like, oh yeah, whoa, it's like, dude, no, this is not easy.
It's just if you don't know what you're looking at, like now what you've just posted a picture of. I've looked at these things, but I couldn't understand the top numbers 428 to 444, and sometimes they flipped upside down. And I can't understand that. Like my brain can't invert the rule I just learned of this quadrant means that quadrant means this. And when you see it on the side, left to right, that makes sense. Like this isn't a trade. Okay, this is an iron condor, and that's how wide you've made it. You know?
And that's what makes it a defined risk trade.
Yeah.
If you just go into a strangle, right now, say you sell the 434 call, you sell the 432 put, nice tight range, right? You're putting $8,671.70 of buying power on the line for a $93 profit. That's why, in my opinion, selling premium intraday, if you're doing that, there's a reason why you live in a cardboard box down by the river.
Emotional damage.
Not good, man. Talk about bad risk reward. You kidding me right now? It's insane.
You are not getting money back.
You go out
45 Get out of my way.
45 to 60 days expiration and throw a strangle on. Yeah. Good profits.
You win.
Yep, exactly. But yeah, guys, thanks for all the support in the Discord. It's awesome. Getting people coming in every day. And we need to change the damn waiting room message. We forgot to update that. I mean, it's like old. Doesn't make any sense at all. We'll get that taken care of. If you're watching on Trading View, hit that rocket icon. Give us some love. Don't know exactly what that does, but it's there. We like hitting rocket icons. I don't know if it's like YouTube, and it gets it out to more Trading View traders. Maybe it gets you on the editor's choice. Things like that. We appreciate it. We're here giving all this free information out. We hope everybody enjoys it. Right? And we appreciate your support for sure, 100%. Hit the link on the link to the Discord's in the description. Come join us. Doesn't cost a thing. Contrary to what the welcome message says. That's why I read it this morning. I was like, dude, that's old. We need to get rid of that. We're having a lot of trolls coming in the Discord. So we literally put an entrance level where people had to pay, I forget what it was, $5 a month to come in the server, just so we would stop getting trolled. Well, we stopped that. But anyway, come in, open up a support ticket, request a free volatility starter pack, and then we'll go from there. Other than that, we'll see you Monday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Going to be an interesting week last week. Let's see how it closes today. Like I said, this monthly support level closing above it, good. The second weekly right here to 95 for Laplace on the daily, even better. Both these areas. Close in between them. Let's see what happens. And then, like I just said, we'll see you Monday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Everybody have a great weekend. Touch some grass. Smoke some grass. Laying grass. Rolling grass. do whatever you do with grass. It's good for you. See ya.